Adobe Photoshop provides all the tools you need for professional photo retouching, image editing, and color painting. Projects in Adobe Photoshop can begin with scanned images, stock digital art, or can be created from scratch by a drawing or painting program. This composite image, for example, was created from 3 separate files. Once you bring an image into Photoshop, you can combine it with other images, as well as paint, edit, and modify it in a variety of ways. As the first step in moving or modifying part of an image, you select the area you want to affect. You can use simple marquee selection tools like the rectangle marquee tool and easily move a selection within a file or between files. Now I can move, edit, or modify this frame, for example, with the transformation commands. The Magic Wand tool lets you select an area that is approximately the same color. Here, I'll click to select most of the background. I'll now choose the Similar command to select all similar colors in the image, selecting the rest of the background. To select the fish, I simply invert the selection. This time, after moving the image into the file, I'll rotate it numerically to set the image at the precise angle I want. By using the Layers palette, you can organize and edit images on separate transparent layers. Clicking in the Eye column next to a layer lets you hide and display layers. You can also change the order of layers by dragging them in the palette. Here I'll move the fish down by dragging layer 2. By making layer 1 the active layer, my changes affect only the artwork on that layer, letting me move the frame separately from the objects on other layers. Similarly, when I change the opacity of layer 1, only the frame becomes slightly transparent. In addition to opacity, you can also change the blending mode of a layer to create advanced compositing effects. Other striking effects can be applied by using Photoshop's large collection of filters. You can completely transform an image by applying several different filters that range from image correction tools to stylized paint effects. To add hand-drawn elements to your art, you can use the painting and drawing tools. You can choose colors in a variety of ways by using different color models, such as RGB and CMYK, by sampling a color from anywhere on your desktop, or by choosing a color from a swatch. Then select a painting tool, along with a brush and paint options. Once you choose your painting tool and options, you can paint. You can even paint with a blend of colors using a gradient. Here I'll select an area I want to fill with a gradient. After choosing the gradient tool, I'll pick my starting color, the type of gradient I want, and then simply drag to apply the gradient. To add type to an image, you can start by selecting a color for the type. Click anywhere in the image with the Type tool, and then enter the text you want. You can then manipulate type as you would any other image in Photoshop. Photoshop also provides a full range of retouching tools, including high-end color correction tools, such as levels, for adjusting tone and contrast, curves, for precise tonal and color control, and selective color, for adjusting individual color components. For simple color adjustments, like the one needed for this plate image on screen, you can quickly set the basic contrast and tonal range with the Auto Levels command. To make the plate more red, I can easily adjust the color balance. Notice the chip on the plate. To fix it, I'll use the rubber stamp tool to sample part of the unchipped area, and then paint over the chip with the sample. Photoshop includes powerful tools for creating and editing masks that let you isolate parts of an image for editing. Here I'm creating a layer mask for the plate layer. Painting with black adds to the mask, hiding the plate. Painting with white removes from the mask, exposing the plate. You can even apply a gradient to the mask, creating a mask that goes from transparent to opaque. You can also make an image on a layer serve as a mask for one or more layers by using clipping groups. Here, I'll turn the texture and teapot layers into a clipping group. Notice that the texture is clipped to the shape on the teapot layer below it. And you can still adjust the layer modes and opacity for any layer in the clipping group. Once you've finished with your artwork, you can save a copy of the file in a variety of formats, depending on how you plan to use the artwork. For instance, you might save the file in EPS for printed output, PDF for high-fidelity artwork and portable image files, or GIF for use on a web page. This online tour has shown just some of the possibilities available to you with Adobe Photoshop. To explore Photoshop on your own, see the accompanying step-by-step tour in the user guide. For more information, you can also view the other movies and try the step-by-step tutorial lessons.